here is the Walkaround on the R34 Skyline. So the front bumper will need to get repainted, but also there's some chips here from where looks like the bumper was being fit on in the past. There are some chips like this, and there's a crack here on this side and a crack on the other side. But everything else is good. It's just like the lower part that gets damaged when people hit like driveways. So one idea is to cut this part off so it flows, or just get it repaired. But this side has crack too. Let's see, the hood, you see a little bit of tiger striping on the paint. So I recommend to get the front bumper and the hood painted. Let me get my paint light here. See the paint much better with this. The fender looks great. Door looks like there's some slight tiger striping. It's been resprayed. This is the original color is like a dark blue. Here looks great. But yeah, original color is dark blue, which you should see on the door here. Yeah, it's just a little dusty, but. And they filled the cracks here with some type of glue to get that to seal. Paint back here looks pretty good. These are riveted or self-tapered in. And this side looks pretty good, but the other side has some stress cracks on one of them. This all looks good back here. Spoiler looks good. Trunk looks good. The wing has like some, it looks like it could use a refinish. Just a little bit of a texture thing. A little crack here, probably from when they mounted the wing. Let's see. There's just some things in the paint. Hard to show you on camera, but right there, you can see. The paint job in Japan, I'm assuming this was done in Japan. Just wasn't, there's some runs right here. Isn't the best, but it looks really good from like right here. But once you start diving into it, most people won't notice this stuff, but as an owner of a car, you will. So there's some cracks here. See, this is like not molded to the body. There's a little chipping around the paint there. There as well. There's a scratch, big scratch there. Let's see. Looks good over here. Here's some paint chips here as well. Yeah, it looks like a thicker piece of paint, like a, not piece of paint, but a thick spot on the paint there. And then right here as well. The mirrors probably need to be like vinyl wrapped. They're just weathered with age. Okay, so that is the exterior. Oh yeah, wheels. Wheels do have curbs on them. These are just super wide. So people underestimate how wide the car is. I'm guessing when they go park. It is a wide car. This one actually looks really good. Same with this one. So the driver's side, the driver's side's in really good shape. The passenger side's not. I'm guessing because they can't judge your distance too well. Let's do the engine bay before the cold start. Let's start on this corner. Everything looks great here. There is strut tower rust poking through. This is like, from what I understand, there's 2 layers here, top layer and a bottom layer. So this could just be something that's on the top layer. Probably could be grounded down, which a lot of importers, shady importers do. They grind it down and patch it up. But everything else looks good. The frame down there looks really good. Like it's not bent from like an accident or anything that I could see. Frame down here looks great. Frame down there looks great. Frame here looks great as well. There's cracks on the fenders here. Just like stuff you expect from like fiberglass. Up there as well. A tiny bit cracking through right there. Let's see, the hood. The engine base comes stock in different colors, but usually black. So this is factory color black. This looks like it had like a, you know, the fire retardant shield on it at one point. So these don't ever get painted from what I've seen. But there is overspray up here from when it was painted blue. And there's this was ground down. Looks like to make sure it doesn't hit the hood, but it's hit the hood. So that's probably why they took the cover off, the fire retardant layer. All right, so next is the cold start. This is the manifold. It's cold. My hand would be burning if this was started already. So this is a true cold start. See if there's any engine noises. It does crank slow. I know the battery's a low cranking battery, so I'll show you that here as well. It does start up just fine, but this is 325 cold cranking amps. Should be up to like 500 or so. It still starts just fine. Just needs a newer battery. But there's no ticking, no knocking. Engine sounds beautiful. I'll give it a slight rev, a very slight. Just so you can hear that, because the internals are still cold, just so you can hear that there's no piston slap, there's no bearing issues, things of that nature. The exhaust sounds beautiful on this. She sounds like a beast. So this thing sounds great as well. It's got a Tomei on it, but this thing's got like a throatier sound, which is really cool. This thing has not moved in several days, so I can show you. There's no leaks. The engine's really good on this. All right, the interior is in good shape other than the seat. The driver's side seat here just has wear, as you can see. Back seats. Got a little stain there. But for some reason, it's common for the Skylines to have stains on the seats. I'm not sure why that is. But dash. Oh, looks beautiful. There's some scratches on the surround there. Always happens. Always happens when people swap out the stereos. They always get scratched up there. It's like impossible not to do it without it getting scratched. Headliner is beautiful, perfect. Let's check out the other side. Yeah, everything else looks really, really good. Door card, there's some scratches there. Just like the plastics and stuff that get wear over the years. Okay, now let's do cold start. Okay, before we start the driving video, this is one thing I want to point out. This is on because the link ECU, there's a link ECU, which is great, so you can get it all tuned for the state that you're in, the elevation, all that fun stuff. But those lights are on. It's disabled with the traction control. You can always get that put back on if you like. But everything's working as it should. The voltage is beautiful. Oil temperature is getting warmer. And this is a boost gauge here. Oil pressure's down here. As you rev it, you can see the oil pump's working great. When you're driving, this is constantly around 4 kilograms centimeters squared. I'm not sure what that is in PSI, but yeah, she's great. Also, test out the AC. AC on. AC, I heard it click on inside the engine. Oh yeah, it's already pumping out cold air here. Beautiful. AC works great. Let's get going. All right, here's the video getting onto the highway here. Go through first through third probably. So that was first through third, about 120 kilometers an hour, pretty effortlessly. Let me roll up the windows here. Drives beautifully. The steering wheel's slightly off, just the tiniest bit off, but the alignment's straight. So once I get on the straight part here, I'll let go of the steering wheel. I'll also slow down here so we can do another pull. But yeah, slightly off to the left. Let's see. This road slants pretty hard to the right. Alignment straight, no weird vibrations in the wheel. Downshift to third. We'll downshift to second. So here we are at 50 kilometers an hour. $120 kilometers an hour. It just wants to keep going. So much power on every single gear. So we hit 140, but almost got to 150 pretty quick after that shift to fourth gear. The only thing I noticed is that there's a little bit of a tune needs to be adjusted for the elevation. This came from Colorado to here in Washington State, where we're at sea level. They're up at a higher elevation, so the tune needs to be adjusted, but still beautiful. Here we're just cruising about 85, 90 kilometers an hour. AC's on, it's nice and cool in here. The car's driving perfectly. There's not a lot of drone in here from the exhaust. Oil pressure sitting at a 40 or 4, I'm not sure what it is, 4 kilograms centimeters squared. Not sure what PSI that is, but right where it needs to be. Coolant's beautiful. Oil temperature is beautiful. Everything's great. This is a good cruising, good power car. All right, here we are on the country road. This is a tight corner here, so you can see kind of like handling. I don't do anything crazy on these test drives, but the cornering is beautiful. This gets really bumpy up here on the country road, so it's a good test of the suspension, the components, the bushings. So we'll see if there's any issues whatsoever. I'll hit this at about 60, 50, let's just do 50 because it's 35 miles an hour road. But we'll hit it just so we can over-exaggerate these bumps, which are coming up here. I'll be quiet. Big bump there. Just a slight rub, just how wide this kit is and how wide the wheels are. The tiniest rub on a big, big bump. So suspension's great. Yeah, no other rubs. And this road is really bad. So normal driving, you won't have any issues. The driving video is beautiful. The only thing I would say is to get the tune adjusted for your elevation once you receive it. But here we're on the sun, obviously you can see the paint, how it looks outside. See here, some slight striping in here. There's a turn signal out in the front. I'll get that bulb replaced. But yeah, the AC, super cold. Temperature, the engine's beautiful. Everything's beautiful. Everything works as it should. It's a great car. Here is the underbody. See, it's in really good shape. It's hard to get under here, so I'm gonna just zoom in as much as I can. Suspension looks good. Let's see if there's some moisture here, but there's no drips or anything on the ground. So this just might be from a previous oil change. Let's see. My nose is clogged. Yeah, I can't see anything leaking around. Could just been something that dripped from the top. I'll look down from the top of the engine bay and see what that is exactly. But everything else looks really good. Yeah, very good. Here is the driver's side. This is like the worst bit of it right here. It's the pinch weld. Let's see. The rest of it looks pretty okay. It's not like corrosion, other than like here. There's a little bit of corrosion there, but mainly surface rust. Let's see what we can see here. The frame looks great. There's the transmission. You can see the exhaust there. The frame looks nice and straight. Here is the rear. Let's try to get over here as much as we possibly can. Suspension looks good. Let's get up in the pockets there. Heat shield even looks good, which is awesome. It's usually the heat shield and the exhaust are the first thing to go. The Atessa, or not Atessa, the Hikis is still working and functioning. It's not deleted. Some people delete these. Let's see, up here, here's your typical like surface rust. And suspension components over there look good. Let's see if we can zoom in. Yep, looks good. I don't know why there's overspray on the diff cover. I know this car is resprayed in Japan, but maybe they had the subframe off for some reason. I'm not sure. And here's the left side pinch welds. See here a little more. You could stop and zoom in there if you like. A little more rust on these ones. And as typical with the Skylines, they're all bent. People lifting them up improperly in Japan. Let's see everything else though. Everything else looks great. Frame looks good. Everything else looks great.